February 3rd, 2015. My name is SportsFeuzion. You are watching a brand new episode of SportsFeuzion. We got Kyle Cannavale, who is a varsity basketball and baseball player for Mohonasen, and Tony Silvestri, who is a varsity baseball player for Shellmount High School. So it's a big show for you tonight. On the phone now, he is a varsity baseball player for Shellmount High School, Tony Silvestri. So Tony, how did you become a successful baseball player?
I would have been playing on that team. And so, to put it in perspective, like that year for majors, I hit like maybe 200, 220, and in the league I played with in my old school, I hit 800.
Wow.
So, at statistics kind of standpoint, I did extremely well in school ball, but that's because my competition wasn't that difficult. Like,
right.
Kids that didn't know the pitch. And after like that point, once I started learning the game more and realizing that there's more than just kind of, sitting in the outfield catching a fly ball, I started playing other positions. I started playing first base. I started playing the infield. I started catching more.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started catching more and more, and I realized, wow, this is pretty good. I'm starting to get good at this. I feel like I could take this a long way. So I decided I was going to be a catcher, and that was going to be my primary position. And after that, I worked on it and worked on it and worked on my hitting, worked on my swing. And still I am. I think that's any of my teammates. I still struggle with hitting the ball.
Yeah.
But, there's always something you can get better at. That's the wonderful thing about baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The best at the game. Everybody's getting better every day.
Yeah.
Stay good. You got to put the work in.
Yeah. So who was your role model in baseball?
My role model, I grew up as a Yankees fan. Like, my sister kind of, I say, brainwashed me. But once I started watching on my own, I started becoming an Orioles fan. But I always had this, like, kind of, ultimate respect for Jorge Posada.
Oh, really?
I know it kind of sounds cliche because he's a catcher and I'm the catcher, but I always kind of found this respect for him because he didn't start in his baseball career as a catcher. He was a middle infielder. He was actually, I believe, either a second baseman or shortstop. Might have been, like, either or. And when he came up to the pros, they said, hey, we have Derek Jeter. You're going to need to learn to play catcher, or you're not going to be able to play. And he took it upon himself to learn the position, and he became one of the best catchers in the game. I mean, a lot of guys say like Yogi Berra or I think Joe Bench. Is that his name?
Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench. Thank you. Sorry. I'd say Posada's right up there with those guys.
Yeah.
So I've always looked up to him kind of as a role model catcher.
Mm-hmm. So, Tony, what's your prediction for the World Series right now today?
Oh, dear. I mean, part of me wants to say Orioles because I'm an Orioles fan, but, like, they were pretty good last year. They did pretty well.
Yeah, but they didn't sign any of the guys that were successful. Nelson Cruz.
Yeah.
He hit, 44 home runs?
Yep.
And they didn't sign him.
That's more, like, left you wanting more. Like, it wasn't his best year last year. I think that's because, like, the illegal substance kind of scandal with him. But I'd say, oh, man. I don't even know, dude. Like,
what about the Nationals?
The Nationals, yeah. I was thinking the Nationals and, I don't know, Nationals or Angels or something.
Red Sox?
I think the Red Sox are still in their rebuilding phase, honestly.
They don't have any starting pitching.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like they're kind of working, kind of to line up sports, kind of like the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Where they're kind of working and oh dear. Nationals. Yeah, I could definitely see the Nationals go the distance this year.
Mm-hmm. What about the Mariners? They got Robbie Cano.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they got Robinson Cano, but I don't know if like one guy.
Well, they got Nelson Cruz too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
So the Mariners are going to be a good team because they got King Felix too.
Yeah, they're going to be a fearsome competitor, but I think the Angels. Honestly, I don't know. I just got this like kind of gravitation towards the Angels right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously.
Okay, Tony. Thanks for joining me on the SportsFeuzion episode.
No, no problem.
On the phone now, he is a varsity Mohonasen basketball player, Kyle Cannavale. So, Kyle, what's your favorite sport to play?
Actually, my favorite sport is baseball.
Oh, it is. So, what's your favorite position to play in baseball?
Definitely shortstop.
And who do you look up to in baseball?
Definitely Derek Jeter. He plays with like a lot of class, so I admire that a lot.
He's a great shortstop.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, Kyle, thanks you for joining me on the Sports Fusion episode.
No problem, Alex.
Thank you for joining me on this big Sports Fusion episode. Join me later tonight at 8:30 with Jarrett Reynolds and David Connell as they talk about last weekend's Super Bowl 49 with the Patriots versus the Seahawks, as the Patriots did defeat the Seahawks. So thank you for joining me on the Sports Fusion episode. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you at 8:30 tonight.